Okay, so today's gonna be my first impressions of Journey Together. Unfortunately, due to the current reality of collecting Pokemon cards, I don't really have too much to open. I have two Pokemon Center ETBs. I'm gonna be opening one of them. And I also have the first thing that I'll be opening, which is this Hops Zacian box. It doesn't only come with Journey Together, but it does have a pack or two. So I'll be opening that first. And I do have booster boxes, but I have a plan with those. I'm just gonna open this while I talk. So I am not opening the booster box yet, but it will be open in the future, and I will make sure it's recorded. I'm a little sick and pretty congested right now, so I don't have a bunch of energy, but at the same time, this was as long as I could wait for opening this set, because I do get excited to open new Pokemon sets. So let's get these cards out. I'll just show them real quick. I think I have a much better setup going on right now too. Let me take it from back here. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna mess these up because I can't see. Probably already dinged the corners. Not that I would grade those cards. Okay, those are 3 promos. I'll put that to the side. And then we get the big one out. And it looks like we have a sticker. Okay. Put the packs out, and then I'll go over them. Okay, so we have a Zacian EX jumbo card. We have Hops Zacian, a sticker, which is very nice. And then our 3 promos, we have the Zacian EX, Hops Zacian EX. A little bit of a shadow or glare. Let me see. I don't know if I could fix that. Then we have the Hops Wooloo. I always love these Cosmo Hollow promos. And lastly, we have Hops Double. It's a really nice card, actually. But, yep. Those are the promos. And then for the packs, 2 Journey Together, which I want to just say, this has to be the best looking pack art so far, or one of the best. It's just very colorful, very vibrant. Really big fan of Journey Together. You know, before I open it, obviously. Then we have 1 Surging Sparks and 1 Obsidian Flames. So I think we'll open it in this order. We'll go Obsidian, Surging, and then Journey Together. Go ahead and get into this. Got a pack that doesn't want to open. Don't expect much from collection boxes, to be honest, but you never know. So we got Obsidian Flames, which is it's doing great right now. A lot of people are big fans of Obsidian Flames out of nowhere. Inkay, Blossom, and a Scizor. Okay, nothing from Obsidian Flames, but that's okay. And there's a code card. I'm gonna try to focus on making these videos a little more realistic, like get in the habit, you know. If you watch Danny Phantom, he says, you know, he'll sort out his cards while he opens them. He will, it just takes a couple extra seconds, but I think it's good if people who make content kind of do these things while they're recording to like get people to get in the habit of sorting their stuff out so they don't just have giant books of, ooh, I love that Magnus Zone, very nice. So they don't have just like giant piles of bulk everywhere, you know. So okay, we got the Ceruledge EX. So I did get a hit from the collection box, which is good because a lot of times you don't get a hit. And there's the code card. But yeah, I'm gonna try to sort things. So for these boxes, I'm just gonna sort it as in keeping the sets together, and then for Journey Together from here on out, I'll just have a pile of commons, reverses. That's how I'll do it, and then I can go back at another time and, you know, sort it even better. So we got Hop, Silly Cobra, Fungus, Hop's Bag, and Kling Kling. And once I open the ETB, I'll actually show what my chase cards are for this set. Got Hop Snorlax, very nice. And it's in the stadiums when you play Sword and Shield. You always have those gym battles. And there's a code card. You always have those gym battles in a huge stadium, which was really cool. I'm a big Gen 8 fan. Happy that Hop's in the set, getting some love. Alright, got our last pack of the collection box before I open the PC ETB. But I do like that Hop Zacian. I'm just gonna spoil it. That's probably my favorite SIR. It's a very nice Kecleon. Very nice. Torchic's pretty too. Oops. Iona's Wattrel. But yeah, I'll give a little look at the book. Just go over some cards I like. It's a lot of really nice artworks for the common cards. And we got a Veluza EX. So I got 2 hits. 2 out of 4, 50%. It's not too bad for a collection box. So let me just put these 2 over here. And then I'll go ahead and get the PC ETB. So just really quick, this is a very, very nice ETB. I still think Surging Sparks might be better. I just love the purple. And I know this one has purple too, but it's more, it's not like a solid purple, but this is really nice. I just think it's funny. I gotta open this off actually, because I forgot to do that. I need to find something that I can like just make a hole. So I don't want to mess up the box. Let me see. Gonna use a phone charger to make a hole. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I just think Journey Together is kind of a funny set because it's similar to Stellar Crown and Obsidian Flames. It's a small set. You can still say that and think that Journey Together is better, which I think it might be. I have to open it. But I just think it's funny how ridiculously hyped up it is and how expensive it is, and it's just because of how the market is at the moment. But if this set came out last year, you know, I think a lot of people would be like, this set's cool, but it's too small, and now people aren't really too worried about that. But anyway, here's a player's guide. Just want to go and look at some of the cards that I want to pull. So just go to the back because I'm not a competitive player, so I don't really know too much about that. So I did open Battle Partners and I got the Articuno, which is one I probably wanted, which is nice. But my big chases for this set, it's this Hops Wooloo. It's a really nice card. Not even a huge Hop fan. I just think this is a really well done card. And then the other one is the Hops Zacian. I'm a big Zacian fan. And I do like the Salamence, even though I don't really care for Salamence too much. Yeah, let me just show you a little bit closer. So that's the Hops Zacian EX, and then there's the Salamence EX. And I'll just go back to the Hops Wooloo. Those are probably the cards that I want the most from this set. And once again, this is very beautiful cover for Journey Together. It's the artwork a little bit better than the actual ETB cover. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into these packs. Get this out the way. And this will be, I believe, 10 packs. Journey Together. Show the sleeves too. Why not? Why not show the sleeves too? So yeah, I'll just show that stuff. I'm assuming most people that watch Pokemon pack openings aren't players because they'd probably be watching gameplay videos, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs. Very nice. I love these blue packs. Oops, I hit the camera. And so this is going to be our promo. This is the, I don't even know what those are called. The dividers, I guess. And it's a Enzorua. So we're going to have 2 of them. Because it's a Pokemon Center version. I'm going to keep that there for now. And then we have the sleeves, and these are pretty sick. So we have Enzorark. These are nice. I still haven't used any of them. I still have all of them just in case I ever do play the game. I play Pokemon TCG Pocket, and I know it's nothing like the game. It's probably way easier. But you just never know. So anyway, I'm gonna get into this Journey Together. I haven't opened the set much yet, just those 2 packs and then Battle Partners. But I will say that I think it's a good set. I think every set so far since I've opened Pokemon, which is just Scarlet and Violet and Crown Zenith, every set's been pretty good. Oh, nice Butterfree. Yeah, every set's been pretty good. There's some sets that are better than others, obviously, but you know, the way that they're making these artworks in Scarlet and Violet, it's really tough to say like, oh, this set's bad. Like everybody who was saying Shrouded Fable sucks. Look at how many great artworks they have in this set. I mean, I don't know the count off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's like 20 different like fully illustrated cards, you know, illustration rares and SIRs combined. There's like 20 of them. You're gonna tell me a set that has 20 artworks that are the full card, not a half box, is bad? You know, that's why I think people just, they don't understand what they have, you know. And I look back and watch people's videos of Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon, and we're really lucky. Oh, an SIR in the second pack. Wow. Volcanion EX. It's pretty off-centered. You can see it's really small on the bottom, but wow, that is crazy. Let me see. I have a light right here. Yeah, look at that. That is a nice card. The mythical Pokemon Volcanion. Wow, I did not expect to pull an SIR. All right, so off to a good start. Off to a great start. And you got the hops double. Yeah, that was shocking. Yeah, Journey Together, best set 2025. No, I'm just kidding. But it does feel good to be back to a more standard set that actually has what the entire Scarlet and Violet block was built on, which is a bunch of full, beautiful arts, like illustration rares and whatnot. And, you know, Prismatic Evolutions doesn't have that, which is unfortunate. Isn't this Magmar and Pocket, or I don't know, maybe it's a different one, but ooh, Corviknight. Look at this Bennett. He's got his grill. Sick. I think I have a hit back here, by the way. Looks like a redeemable ticket. Maybe an EX, Lavencia. Okay, another Veluza EX. Not bad. So 2 out of 3 packs have a hit. Got the water energy and the code card. Okay. Let me go ahead and put these to the side. Sort my bulk. I know the bulk's off screen, but I don't have a big setup, so that's why. I'm gonna need to save, not from this opening, but sometime in the future, I'm gonna have to save a Hops Zacian Journey Together pack because I do really enjoy Zacian. And I just want it for my collection. I do have some packs. Ooh, look at that Articuno. He got 2 good artworks, or it got 2 good artworks in this set. Really nice. The Magmortar, Ends Clink, and then they're very nice Butterfree. Alright. But yeah, like I was saying, I always cut myself off. It's hard to open new stuff and also record and be talking and then not get distracted by what you're opening. It's tough. You guys should try it. Oh, and I do, you know, with Beldum right here, I do have that Marnie and Steven deck in Japanese that I haven't opened yet. I'm not sure if I should open it on camera, or maybe it'll be like a side thing, kind of like how I had the Hops Zacian box that I opened before this PCTB. Maybe it'll be like that. I can just open it real quick just to show it, and then go ahead and get into the main event for the video, which would be like a booster box or PCTB or whatever the situation is, whatever we're opening for that day. But yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at some of these commons a little bit more. I need to work on my friend gave me a huge binder that holds over 1,000 cards, and I'm supposed to make a national dex with it. And there's so many good artworks. Like, look at this Oinkalone, right? Just chilling before it gets slaughtered and turned into bacon, right? But there's so many nice cards, and so I'm trying to just... Oh, we got an Iris's Fighting Spirit. Full art trainer. Okay. Not bad, not bad. And the Grass Energy. And the code card. So I need to do that, you know? I need to sort through my bulk. I need to look at all the different versions of cards. There's like 20 different Pikachu cards that I have, and just find the one I like the most and put it in that binder and have a really nice common card national dex binder, and, you know, just find a way to use the cards that I have. Look at this Squovet. But yeah, I need to do that. I'm just lacking the time. That's why I don't make too many videos either. I want to. I'm just short on time. But eventually, I'm gonna figure it out. Hops Choice Band and a Iono's Kilowattrel illustration rare. Very nice. I gotta work on my lighting. But yeah, that's a very nice card. Is that the one that's the promo in Japanese? Or am I thinking of a different one? I think that's the promo, right? Okay. So, I mean, this is a pretty good opening from the small amount of packs that I have to get a SIR, illustration rare, couple EXs, a full art trainer. This is pretty much what you would get if you open a booster box. I mean, it's going to be more, but I got a taste of everything without having to, like, that's usually the reason why I open booster boxes, is to get that guarantee of every type of rarity. And then the only one that's not a guarantee, look at that shell gone. So menacing. The only thing you're not guaranteed in the booster box is the SIR, unless you're opening SV base or Paldea Evolved, Mimikyu EX right there, or Obsidian Flames. Those sets all guarantee illustration rares. I mean, special illustration rares. So that's what makes those sets unique, and I wish they would have done that for every set and just made the sets really big. I know people say, well, what about master setting? But I think master setting is very niche. I'm working on a master set of English 151, Crown Zenith, and V-Star Universe. I never finished them, but they're all really close. But I don't think that they should make sets smaller just so I can master set them, because it's not necessary, you know? If they would have made every set kind of like Obsidian Flames and Paldea Evolved and Scarlet Violet Base, where you get a SAR, or SIR, I mean, or, you know, something along those lines, it would have been really nice, because you could have just had like a bunch of illustration rares, a bunch of SIRs, and then even if it's guaranteed in a box, it's still hard to pull because it's one out of, let's say, 15 special illustration rares that you're trying to pull. It would still make things difficult, but every time you open a box, it would feel like you're rewarded, because, oh, you get your 3 illustration rares, you get your 1 SIR, maybe you get a quote-unquote dud box where you get a cheap, because that's what people care about, a cheap SIR, but you still got an SIR. And if you get a duplicate, you can just trade it towards buying the one that you want. So that's what I think they should have done, but I don't even know how I got off on that tangent. But this is the last pack, and I'd say this was pretty successful. We ended off with a Lilies, Ribombe, and the Fighting Energy. So I'm just gonna quickly show off the hits, and then I'm out of here. So the first hit was a Ceruledge EX from Surging Sparks, right? You know, typical, normal. And then there was, and I'm gonna sort these out later, okay? I'm gonna put sleeves on them. So there was a Veluza EX that was from the collection box from Journey Together, and then had the Mimikyu's EX, the Iono's Kilowattrel, then we had the Iris's Fighting Spirit, another Veluza EX, and our first hit of the box, which was a Volcanion EX special illustration rare. Very nice card. Always happy if I can open an ETB and get a SIR. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on getting these sleeved up. And I'm almost out of sleeves, and I was looking on Amazon, and like, I usually use Voltex sleeves and they're just all sold out, and I'm just like, man, what's up with the Pokemon hobby? There is a little bit of people are trying to make money. That's definitely a big part of it, but also there's just a lot of interest, because if like sleeves and binders of like Voltex is sold out online, that means that's regular people, because somebody who's just buying the stuff to flip it, they're probably not. I guess you could try to resell binders and penny sleeves, but I don't think you're gonna do a good job with it, especially if most people aren't like me and they just buy the Ultra Pro, and you try to buy out all the Voltex and they're just gonna say, I'll just go ahead and buy what everybody else buys, you know? So I think there is definitely like authentic people here that are gonna stay for, you know, the long run, but we just don't know who those people are. We don't know yet. We won't know for maybe a year. That's maybe when things are gonna slow down. Who knows? But I'll be here, and I'll be happy once we're able to finally get product easily like we were just a year ago. I'll be opening way more, not worrying about, you know, like Prismatic. It just feels so difficult to open it because of how much it costs. But that's gonna be it for me. I'm just gonna show off this SIR one more time. Very, very nice. Volcanion EX Special Illustration Rare. That's it.